Hey everyone, welcome to my video diary. It's week 6 on this video diary stint, and it's been a much better week. It's been pretty good actually. As I've mentioned, I haven't had a lot of client work, but it's allowed me to do a lot more projects that sort of have been sitting on the back burner. So officially, as of last week, I've finalised everything on Pizza Assassins. I finished the cover. Anyone on Patreon would have seen that. Really stoked with how that came out. I think there was a preview up on the Kapow Comics website for that, on the Facebook for that as well. What else? I've been furiously trying to finish up the NSEW pages. I finished page 3 inks last night, so I've only got 2 more pages to go. So that's probably going to be my next thing after I do the video diary today. I have been working on a commission today as well, which came along, so that's nice. Something I actually put on hold for a while, and I got in touch with the client, and they were like, "Yeah, cool, let's go ahead with it still." So that was nice. That's my laziness. I really should have gotten onto that much earlier. But it's nice to be working on that project again too. It was quite big, so I think it was a mental process in there, going, "Oh, maybe this is a bit too much. Maybe I'm not ready to do this." But I persevered, and it's going along great, which is fantastic. What else? I've got my list down here. Yes, almost forgot. Last week I met up with the co-creator of Kill the Hero. I think I may have mentioned it in some of the videos. Kill the Hero is a card game I've been working on with my good friend Lee Piper. He himself is he's an actor, but he's super creative, and he came up with this awesome concept for a game, hit me up, and we've developed it together, and I've been doing pretty much the majority of the artwork, and he's been helping out a lot as well with editing and things like that. That got put on hold for a long time due to just personal issues, him working a lot, being an actor. He does shows all around Australia, so he's really hard to get a hold of. So while he's had a bit of a break, we caught up over coffee and decided we're just going to slowly get back into it and just do bits and pieces. For the most part, there's still a lot of artwork to do, so I've been running through that. Again, anyone who's on my Patreon, I've been updating with those as well, so you guys get to see all that stuff as soon as I finish it. And I'm really happy with them too. My colouring efforts from when I was first working on it to now have really increased, so I'm really happy with the output of the work now. There's still a long way to go, but it's going to be one of those things, whenever I've got a spare hour end of the day, I'll just nut away at those. So that's awesome. It's really good to be back on Kill the Hero. And on top of that, for anyone who follows my channel, I've been doing the Making a Comic video for my new comic, which currently doesn't have a title. It does, but I'm not giving it away just yet. Anyone who's interested in that, please check out the Making a Comic videos. If you just go to my YouTube page, you'll find there's a playlist in there with everything. And so this will be day 7 today, so I'll be updating another video later on. If you can't get enough of me already. So there's that. Now, so that's an update on where I am. And what I wanted to talk about today was distractions. And I deal with it a lot. I'm a heavy procrastinator, and it's something I really need to really clean the slate off. I need to be more productive. I need to be creating as often as I possibly can with the time I've got, especially now with the baby on the way. I've given myself to the end of February, mid-March, maybe end of March, depending on how things go, to really see if I can make this work. And so far, it hasn't been looking very bright. January was pretty much a write-off for me, and it was very depressing. This month has been a little bit better. Because I've been working on my own projects, I feel like I've been busier, but there's still no client work coming in, and it's kind of scary thinking I'm going to have to go back to work. So obviously one of the things I need to do is increase my productivity to get more work out there, hopefully to get more people to notice me and bring more work in that way. So I've been watching a lot of motivational videos on YouTube, which is a fantastic resource. I highly recommend you guys getting out on YouTube, checking out some of the other artists out there who just like to talk about their processes and how they go about their day and whatnot. A specific one I've been watching that I want to make mention of is Jake Parker. This dude is not only an amazing artist, but he's just hugely motivational, and he's just got his head so switched on. The videos he talks about, like one I've been watching recently is his Kickstarter videos, how he ran about a Kickstarter, and he's just so organized, and he's just so well prepared with everything that he does, and it's really motivated me to be more like that. And in one video it was talking about eliminating distractions, and when I say distractions, we're talking about things like social media, so your Facebooks, Twitters, all that, games, TV watching, all that sort of stuff. Now, I'm not a big TV watcher at all. I tend to just, watch a bit while I'm working, but it's generally just background noise for me. I don't tend to sit on the couch at the end of the day and watch TV or watch movies, unless it's part of my time to spend with my wife. I'm generally sitting at the computer working or drawing in my sketchbook. So that one was easy. Games. Now, I've never considered myself a gamer. I've got a PlayStation, but I really just use it as a Blu-ray player. I have a few games, and that's weekend stuff. I never generally touch it during the week. And to be honest, I don't think I've touched it in about a month. So I thought, I'm pretty cool there. I'm safe. And then I picked up my phone and started playing games. And I realized, holy crap, I'm more of a gamer than I realized. So instantly, I was still watching the video. Picking up the phone, playing games, playing, I think it was the Marvel Academy. I think was one of the new games on the App Store. And it's one of those time wasters, you go on, you update it, you do all your missions, you turn it off, come back to it 2 hours later, they finish their missions, you send them to do more missions, and it's just constantly like that. You're constantly picking up your phone, getting notifications, and I thought, well, this is crap. And I had about 9 games on there, and half of them I still wasn't even playing, but they were in the back of my head. I'm like, oh, I might play it another day, I thought, you know what, bugger it. I just deleted everything, and that would have been on, gosh, I think Friday or Saturday, and at first it was a bit weird, because I'd go to pick up my phone, go, oh, well, I've already checked my Facebook, so there's not much else to do, and I put my phone down. And it hasn't fazed me since. It was really easy to get over playing those crappy little micro payment games and all that crap. And that's the other thing too, they always tend to hook you in with, spend $5 here or spend $5 there, and, occasionally I fall for it, and you don't think much of it, but still, that's money I don't need to be spending, or that's money I could be spending on art supplies or spending on myself or my wife as gifts. So that's all gone, that's eliminated. That's been really helpful. My biggest downside is Facebook still. One thing, I always tend to have the window open on my screen while I'm working, so still trying to get over that. I always like to have it open because I'm always generally chatting to my friends while I work as well. I've got a bit of an artist support group that I just like to chat to during the day. We share work with each other, we critique each other, and I think that's highly important too. But that's something I'll talk about in another video. But that's one thing I'm trying to get over, is just having Facebook there all the time, and even if I'm working, I do tend to stop and go, oh, what's happening on Facebook? Nothing's changed, it's been 5 minutes, but I still look. So that's a bad habit I need to get out of. So yeah, trying to increase productivity. I've done a lot so far to help myself. Today alone I've been super productive, but there's still that Facebook thing, that social media thing, so I need to sort of wean away from that, or at least try and find an alternative. I do have a chat program on the computer which I can use, or maybe I could just use the chat on my phone. Otherwise, Facebook is a source of promotion, so is Twitter, so is Instagram, so it's hard for me to divide myself and go, well, do I just get rid of these things all the time, or do I just limit myself to a couple of hours a day? And maybe I can just schedule posts, so at least even when I'm not using it during the day, it can still post away for me. I don't even have to think about it. So maybe that's something I could consider. So yeah, if you're like me and you procrastinate, start thinking about all the little things that you can get away with. Just do away with in your life. Like, do you really need it? Do you really need to play those video games? If you're like me, when I do play video games, I always feel guilty anyway, because I wish I was drawing. So what do you love more? Not to mention, you know, video games these days are like, what, they're still $80, $90. And now with DLC, I mean, that's like 20, 30 bucks each DLC. I just saw Fallout 4 has 3 new DLCs coming out. So you're paying nearly $200 for a video game that eventually will end, and then you can go buy another video game, and you could just be drawing all that time. You could be creating, you could be doing all those comics and pin-ups and stories and everything that you've always wanted to do, but for whatever reason you just, you know, you put it off, you put it aside. Do them instead of playing video games. You know, people who are making video games are what you should be doing because they're creating and you're not. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? You know, go with your love. So that's where I'm at. It's slowly working. Productivity's up a little bit. Hopefully more, you know, by next week. So there you go. Anyway, that's me for the week. I hope you guys have had a fantastic one. If you've got any questions or you've got any comments or you've got anything to say about today's video, please drop it in the comments and I'll reply. I love talking to you guys. So otherwise, I'll catch you in about a couple of hours for today's Making Comic Diary. So anyway, have a good one. Bye.